Hi everybody, my name's Matt. I'm sorry I've not been online for quite a while. I've been quite busy doing other exoskeleton stuff, exciting stuff going on. But I've been meaning to get back online, and this is the best opportunity in the world to do it. Why am I doing in this in particular? We're at that time again. 1 year entirely passed by. Amazingly, an entire year passed by. But it's all now game. It's all now for keeps. It's all there to play for. What am I talking about? I'm talking about Exogames, of course. So let's do this. Here we go. Exogames 2024. Let's have a good look through. Let's really ramp up some real questions going on right now. This has been obviously online for quite a while now. All run like last year by the COE, the ASTM COE, the Centre of Excellence for Exoskeleton Technologies. This year is actually hosted in Philadelphia, actually at the HQ for ASTM International, and it's super exciting. For those who've never seen this before, and what is it I'm talking about? I'm talking about only the greatest goddamn competition in the world ever. So this is dead simple. You have a series of teams, and challenges are set. Last year was the inaugural one. Did it work? Can we get it going? This year it's like, okay, let's do it for full force. Let's go hardcore. This is so exciting. So last year was a series of 4 challenges. This year, I think it's 10. Don't worry, we're going to take a look at them in just a minute. And I'm super excited for this. The second annual one, as you can see here, is really focused this year on first responders. Looking at the way that first responders interface. If anybody's unsure what I refer to in first responders, think of this as emergency services. First responders, I personally feel like is a great description of what it is that we're talking about, because these are the first to the fight, and it's a really exciting thing. So this year is all really focused around the first responder and around some of the intense work that they do. This year has been put together and designed for COE and NIST, as you can see in the overall overview here. So let's have a look. Location. I think I just described this, but we're over. The event is being hosted over in Philadelphia at ASTM International HQ. Super exciting. Because last year we were at University of Central Lancashire at Exogames, at the Engineering Innovation Centre where Exogames was being hosted. So, hotel reservation, the typical stuff that you find, but that's not really why we want to do a video on this, because that's boring. Let's go participants. Who have we got this year? Who have we got? So, Team Biomechanics and Intelligent Robotics Lab. This is North Carolina State University, and like as if I'd not already planned for it, I've already, wrong one, got these guys open. And these are some serious players. I'm excited to see what these guys are going to produce. Funnily enough, some of the stuff that's come out from Dr. Sue, which you can see here, as a student, I've read about this lab many times. In Dr. Sue's younger days, I was actually following some of the stuff that he was doing as well. It's quite exciting stuff. But these are the big players, and I think this year, these guys are new, so the only thing that ever worries me with things like this is you look at some of the stuff that they're already doing. This is not going to be a walk in the park. I mean, if we take a look, they are the experts in just looking at overall robotic interfaces and the biomechanics element to it. Something that I've always felt that the biomechanics and robotics can sit together quite nicely. And I think a lot of the world does as well, to really feed for biomechatronics, which is where I firmly believe where all this stuff is really headed. Anyhow, huge tangent as to what we're going on right there. So this is team. Going all the way across there. This is team Biomechatronics, Biomechatronics and Intelligent Robotics Lab, and this is the one. And they're looking good. So let's have a look who are on next. Team EXO. So who are we here? We are University of Maryland and Team EXO. So this is a Team EXO site. We are Team EXO, a group of undergraduate researchers for STEM. When you see a group of young people who are all teamed up in such a way, they are frightening because that means that they're very smart and what they're doing. They're going to make us all look stupid and just win, win, win. Oh my god, this is so exciting. I'm going to do my very best to hold the enthusiasm in, but I make no promises. You look at some of the progress that they've already made. I mean, come on, guys, I'm impressed. I mean, looking at this, they're actually using our fall protection harness. Oh, sorry, no, that was me getting carried away. But they're actually using cable driven to encourage. It looks to be an aid to the back of where the lower glutes are. Prototypes in spring to 2024. Nice. I love the interface around the back of the legs. I mean, I'm guessing. I know nothing about this, but I'm guessing that your inner points here are rolled with spring loadings. So we're talking spring, a clock spring. I think they're actually called something else. In stateside, but I think we're looking at a clock spring here or some type of loading mechanism to allow for aid while in that position. Nice move, guys. I like it. I really do like it. So let's have a quick look at the team. Wow, guys, you're really on point here. You're making me feel really bad right now. So, yeah, okay, aerospace. We've got aerospace. We have bioengineering. Damn. You guys are on fire. Pardon the pun. Yeah, electronics, mechanical. Yeah, you are what I would pick as a badass team. Like it. Yeah, really good. Oh, we've got a gallery. Everybody loves a gallery. Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, so we've got the quads coming down here, which is really making me think that that is a preloaded area. I love the overall support up here. And yeah, so many people miss the fact of that, yes, you support him around the back, but you need that overall core hold as well to get the EXO to behave like an extension of what it is that you're doing. Very cool. That's a very serious photo, by the way. But yeah, okay, I see. Yeah, so you're doing some pre-tension loading here and testing. Nice. This is very impressive. I must admit, I'm quite impressed with this. And then, in fact, you know what? I'm not going to go too much just because. Go down this road, I'm going to end up like spoiling all the big presentation at the event. I look forward to seeing all these. Okay, so dropping back up, Team UClan. Now, these are my home team. Obviously, I'm from the University of Central Lancashire as my day job. And, oh, come on, guys. Where's your website? We want a little bit more here. However, again, last year, these are last year's winners. They are competing to hold that challenge. So the gauntlet is down. And evidently, this is some big hitting challengers who are coming to claim that prize. This is excite. I'm quite keen to see this. The only thing I can tell you that I've seen with the UClan guys is, this is going to be a great competition. I'm looking forward to seeing this. Everybody's evidently all on the same hymn sheet, but this year we're ramping up from 0 to a million right now. This is going to be huge. It's going to be massive. Okay, and then good to see these guys, by the way. So this VUB, these guys last year. They were neck and neck with Team UClan, and these guys are the ones to watch. I mean, I don't know for sure, but for me last year, these guys were they were on point. So the team, there they go. Hey, and I wonder if you're watching this, Tom. I hope you're coming with the team as well. This is exciting to see everything that's about to happen. But it's good to see these guys back, and I'm just so looking forward to seeing what's going to happen in the next week or so. Should say that we are now a week away, well, a little bit over a week away. This time next week, me and the UClan team will be all packed up, queuing up, waiting for a long flight to get to Philadelphia. So we are all team excitement, and we're all game on. Right, so that's the teams. I should point out this is the one thing that should be kept in mind with this is the one thing I didn't explain about the Exo Games. Exo Games is based on the idea of that you have. I think if I remember rightly, I'm sure if anybody's watching else from this, $2,000 is the key price that we fixed to, and everybody can only operate to that. This makes it so challenging. And the original focus behind this was similar to like you find in any student competition, where if you just go, look, spend £1 million or $1 million on something, and then you have a university who can't afford that, what you end up with is a real uneven competition. But if you fix it to a price, it makes it innovative, it makes the challenges difficult, it makes the materials well thought out, and the teams have to be so coherent in their approach. They need to design to here as quickly as they can. So this is super exciting. Right, so let's see the big bit. Now, I shouldn't laugh because I make it sound like it's something that's straightforward. So these are the challenges. Bomb Squad Walk. For anybody who, I wonder if I can play this I'll play this just without. So if anybody doesn't know this, the Bomb Squad Walk is based on carrying large weights through an over a predefined distance and then interfacing with what looked like a big concubine. Like a big prickly thing. It's a device where it can test your ability to be looking at your ability to move around a target and things like that while wearing the Exo. The small video here just gives you an idea of what it is that they're doing. Now this year, what's different is there's a whole lot of obstacle course to go through and then interface with, I shouldn't call it the concubine, but it's more of the piece interfacer. And Anne and Roger, the designers, they actually have a name for it, and I must start calling it that. But you'll see here the actual process for it, and you see how it goes. And this is one that we did have last year. So the cash package and development, assemble a row pack. In fact, assemble a row pack. If I just run this on here, now what you see here is your row pack typical package. Now what you're going to do is it's looking at your ability to move. Now what's really cool here, one extra thing that's now been added this year is you've now got a list of ASTM exoskeleton standards. What the teams do is they actually don't just make this up as they go along. Well, how do you know that they're doing anything useful? Now what's happening is the teams are actually testing against a key particular standard, which in this case is the F3443, which I think, if I remember right, has come from F4803, I think. It doesn't really matter. But what they essentially do is they make sure that they're meeting that criteria. So you see there, that's what they're going for. So let me stop that up. The CPR, now this is cool, check this out, right? 50 meter walk, transversing, 5 degrees, simulate a victim, and right, you see here, so what they got to do, get the kit, walk the distance, and you can see here, they're going to get to the overall distance. Now, that's what I find interesting. Let's get it to a key position. Right, so they're getting to CPR, they're actually in the kit. So what you got to remember is that if you're in there, if it's restricting your ability to be able to do that as a key particular job, it's actually not doing a good job. In fact, it's making the whole thing more dangerous because you can't actually complete the important task. So it's stuff like these small interfacing things like that are massively overlooked as a challenge as it goes. Okay, so bring this down. So onto the townhouse search. And townhouse search, I like this. So what they're going to do is going to go through actual process, and they're looking for key things, key objects. So you'll see here as they're going through, looking around, and again moving around, testing, moving the body to see if they can actually see. I love this video, by the way. I've watched it 1,000,000 times. Then we've got the firehouse deployment. Fire hose deployment. I wonder what I was saying then. So you see here. Now, what's interesting with this is a lot of equipment for firefighters, any operator, any fire operator, any military operator. They're often carrying an awful lot of weight, massive levels of weight, and moving these things into position and getting them moved around is a tricky task. It is not straightforward. So this is one that I'm actually really excited to see, because you've got all this dexterity, this ability to move, and you just kind of go, right, okay, so how are you going to function yourself? How's it going to sit right? And then 6 is the fire overhaul. Again, this is where they're coming in and they're actually testing the upper lids. And then we've a confined space. Confined space. It looks like a crab walk. I shouldn't lie, but well, actually, hang on. Let's just get somebody moving. Come on. Right. So you see that confined space. Again, building and designing exos from an experience in this aspect. Everybody's always looking at getting the exo to get you to stand up. The trouble is what if you need to move in a confined space? You're actually restricting it solid, and you're always wanting to stand up. You've actually made this job 100 times worse. So you can't just simply have an elastic band over the back. You've got to think about your approach and how you're doing it. So I've got to hand it to NIST and everybody at the COE. Such good ideas, because these are the real personal from my experience in design of exos. These are the things where you just miss them. Simple things that you take for granted every single day. And the done on and done off. So if I click on here, so this is based on done exoskeleton extra given for points. I'm sure there was a time limit. I could be wrong. No, there's not a time limit. But they are being judged on how quick they can get the exoskeleton on and off. This is based on real challenges, by the way. If anybody doesn't know, if you're talking about first responders, what they've got to be able to do is get it off in case of one, something catches fire and it's an emergency to get it off their skin. 2, if they're in a position where they need to get through a hole. So I watched a demonstration from a fire operator, and what they had to do was get through a tiny hole. So they took all of their equipment off to get through that hole and then put it back on again. And that process takes up that time. So this is a real test. And they all are, but this is one that I've come across myself. And then the valve test. This is funny, because if you think about this, everybody just goes, it's just a valve. You just try and hold your arms up for a certain amount of time, especially twisting. Damn, you know? And that ability of working above the head, it is tiring. You know, I mean, the one thing that is completely apparent in all these tests this year, this is not easy. This is a challenge. And this just shows how much the whole competition is to play for. There is so much going on right here. It's crazy cool. You're going to get people going, what the hell is going on? So you gotta look and go, okay, yeah. So, okay. Let's move on to the next. Ascend and descend stairs. Now, it's funny. Anybody who is part of my, I should say, research team. So it's a new experience to have a research team. But anybody who's part of the research team or part of the up-and-coming company, which we're about to spin out, will know ascension and descension of stairs is a big one. Going up the stairs, okay, fine. Hell, you know, dead easy. Getting up the stairs, dead easy. However, watch, coming down the stairs, oh my giddy aunt. If you've got a lower limb on, you just try it. You just try to have something. I mean, hell, in the 70s they used to have bell-bottom jeans, and somebody told me that they've come back, which is weird. But anyway, and when people would come down the stairs, the jean would actually catch the back of the step, and sometimes people would trip because they would just nick it just enough. And you think, that's a freaking pair of jeans. What about... So yeah, it's quite a big... It's quite massive. So that is our big 10 challenges. Yeah, 10 challenges. They are on. It is on. It is on it like a car bonnet. If you've not seen this website, I'll put the URL in the description on this video, just so you can take a look for yourself. If you are US based and you are interested in coming to the EXO Games, you should get your ass down here. This is going to be huge. It's going to be so much fun. And the one thing I'm really excited for this year, because you got to remember from my team's perspective, we don't come across a lot of people who've had this level of experience, because US side is very, very nicely developing on exoskeletons, and the UK is just beginning. So to be around a lot of key professionals to this level who have been doing this is a lot of fun. It's quite exciting for anybody. The awards this year are the same as they were last year, so it's all a nice $5,000 and well $1,000 respectively. And yeah, this is going to be huge. Again, any winner will get a miniature Exogames cup with a miniature Exogames 2024 coin. Now, the one-of-a-kind 3D printed aluminium, a composite metal coin, the one-of-a-kind one, which at the moment is not quite here because it's still being finished, has been designed by myself, and no one has been able to see the back face yet, so no one has seen that face yet. The only people who have seen the face are obviously the organisers of the event to make sure they're happy with what they're getting. None of the teams, so please don't think anybody has seen this, because no one has seen this. This is very exclusive, and the winning coin will be one of the main things that's taken away. So all to play for, and with that little bit of extras. Sponsorship wise, a NIST, of course. A personal friend of mine, the managing director of Adicha, sponsored the manufacturing of the coins, who printed this in 3D printed metal, and yes, I'm extremely grateful, as I'm sure everybody else is who did that. Judges, okay, oh my god, insanely exciting, right? So anybody who's part of F48, if you are part of the student chapter, you'll have come across this chap before, Roger. Roger is the guy who has always been saying to us, oh, I'll help you with this, I'll send you this. Oh, let's see. He is extremely helpful, and yeah, you'll get to physically meet him. In fact, I don't think I've met Roger yet. No, I've physically not met Roger yet. Phil. Now, Phil, he won't remember, but I actually know Phil. I met him at a ASTM meeting. Extremely nice guy. I'm looking forward to doing it. Some of my personal people, I'd be like, I'm looking forward to asking questions. It's David, Donny, and definitely Max. These three guys can actually influence so much about even what I'm doing right now. So I'll be like, you know what, you're not judging. Answer my questions. And Cat. Now, as far as I'm looking forward to speaking to everybody from NIST, just because you guys do so much on the testing side, and just to soak in some of the stuff that you're up to, I'm quite excited for. And Kevin, well, everybody knows Kevin, and he is full of a wealth of knowledge, and I'm extremely excited that he's also a judge as well. And Anne was one of the judges last year, and is now one of the I should say main designers of all the competition entries this year, and I'm just excited. This is for me a very starstruck bunch of judges, and I'm just looking forward to seeing what happens and how it goes. So yeah, it's gonna be massive. So good. And yes, so I've mentioned sponsorship, mentioned the awards, I've mentioned the challenges, location, participants, and an overview. So the question is now, are you coming? Over the next few days, I'll be actually doing some more recordings. I'll be capturing some of the team as they're planning, as they're prepping. I might even get some testing videos. I'm going to throw them up there as well. It's going to be so exciting. We're going to have... Oh, there's one thing I didn't actually spell out. Let me just spin that back down. I didn't actually say the agenda. My God. So, day one, as you can imagine, competitions, the poster design competition, all 5 teams, the challenges for Bomb Squad, and all our so Bomb Squad walk, stair climbing, cache packaging, and confined spaces, and then commercial technology demonstration. That's going to be pretty cool, I've got to say, because that's going to be some demos from EXO manufacturers. So teams, all teams, not you clan team, all team. These will be industry examples of EXOs and showing why the work that we are doing, that you guys are doing, is extremely important, and how you can look to improve or even just question about could that be better? Because some of the greatest things I've ever seen has been somebody sitting there going, that's cool, but could that not be better? Day 2, oh god, it just get myself all excited right now. So day 2, open for the kickoff, challenges for the townhouses, for the rollouts, team presentations, commercial technology demonstration, and then day 3, open kickoff, challenges, team presentation, guest speakers, and I'm excited to see who the guest speakers are going to be. They could be anyone. You should see. I mean, last year they had some greats. This year I'm just excited to hear some of the talks that's going to happen. So yes, I'll be glued, and I will be reporting. I'm going to try and report some small pieces while we're actually at the games. But the overall is to really push out what we're doing and examine what's going on. And then day 4, open judges' remarks and speakers. And then EXO Games award ceremony. Who will win? Who will take the cup? Who will become the EXO Games champions for 2024? Again, last year it was UClan. Of course it was UClan. This year, who will it be? Will it be UClan again? Will it not? I'm not convinced. What I've just seen just now, there is some extremely good competition. However, at the same time, it just shows that this is to play for. There is no holes barred right now. There is so much good stuff happening. You guys on the teams. I wish I was younger, to be honest. I'd have been part of the team. Hell, I'd have been one man army. I really would. I love what's going on right now. So, if you're not there, do get yourself signed up. The event itself is on August the 5th to the 9th. It's being held at ASTM headquarters in Philadelphia. If you've not already, make sure you register, get yourself signed up. My name's Matt, and I will see you very soon.